Yeah, hello YouTube. Today we're going to take a look at a couple pair of men's synthetic thermal long underwear. I'm about to go on a motorcycle camping trip. It's going to be the first part of October in Colorado, so it's starting to get cold. So I picked up a couple of these synthetic long underwear off of Amazon. The links will be below. They're affiliate links, so if you want to pick them up, they'll certainly help the channel. But I want to go through my first impressions of these and give you an idea of what might be different about them. One of the first things you'll notice is that they appear to be nearly identical. So we're looking at a set of the Thermajohns on this side and the Weerties on this side. And like I said, I'll leave the links below to Amazon. But one of the things you'll notice is that they are nearly identical. If you look at the words on them, they both say moisture wicking, premium quality, thick fabric, lightweight feel. I mean, the words are identical. Heat retention, inner brushed fleece. If you look at the labels on them, they're both made in China. You know, so they say it on them. This one actually says on the Thermajohn say made in China, but the Wordies also say made in China over there. The material, 92% soft polyester, 8% spandex. 92% soft polyester, 8% spandex. Pretty much identical care and washing instructions. Prices were very similar. So the Thermajohns at least did have some sizing availability on their website. The Wordies did not. So basically I bought them based on the sizing from the Thermajohn site, and then I bought the Weerties in the same size, which for me, I bought a 2XL. And if you look at these, it says the waist in the 42-44, and what I've heard is that these run small from the other reviews. So I'm probably more in this 38-40, but if they do run small, I bought them big, and we'll see if that's a problem. But I'll get them laid out. We'll try them on and see. Now that I've got them laid out, I am seeing a small difference, at least in the bottoms. The Wordies, you can see, have a thick band, kind of a single layer sewn on, and it looks like the Thermajohns have a band made of the same material, just looped over, and they are both elastic. So I don't know if the Wordies is going to give a, spread out the compression, perhaps give a more comfortable fit, or if this different material will feel better or worse than the base material on these Thermajohns. A little bit different crotch design on them. Not grossly different, but like I said, I can see a little bit of a difference in the bottoms. The links are very similar. If I pull them to the same height, you can see that they are pretty much identical in size. Although when I lay them out, it looks like the Wordies might have a little bit bigger hip space. If I just kind of look at them flat, they might be a little bit wider in the hips for the Wordies. Yes, you might have a more traditional fit in the Thermajohns and a little bit more relaxed fit in the Wordies. Just looking at the material, but I'll get them tried on here pretty quick and we'll see. But the materials feel really good in both of them. Feel like they'll be nice and soft, and hopefully they'll be a good base layer for a ride and a camping trip. While I have them side by side, I'll do a quick look at the sleeve cuffs. So this is the Wordy. Looks like a simple folded over hemmed sleeve. The Thermajohns look pretty much identical. Just a folded over hemmed sleeve. So they feel reasonably thin and smooth, so hopefully won't have any lumps or bumps under the gloves. So that looks like no difference there. We'll look at the necks. The collars look very similar. Not really seeing anything uniquely different or better, although the Thermajohns might be a little bit more lower profile, a little thinner, and the Wordies feel like, I mean, there's not really much difference in them. So I would say from at least a external view, the tops look nearly identical. Wouldn't surprise me, if they even came from the same factory. They just look so identical. Even the colors, if you look at the colors, very, very close. Bottoms are a little bit different. Like I said, we can see some of the physical differences, and even the colors are a little different. So definitely either came from a different batch or a different factory. Yes, and then I look at the crotch panel on the Wordies. You can see that it opens up. Look at the crotch panel on Thermajohns. It does have a panel in the crotch. Doesn't look like necessarily as open. So I'm just going to guess right now, just looking at them, that the Wordies still may have a more relaxed fit. But the truth will be in the testing up. All right, we're going to start with the Weerties, and I am about 5'11", about 225 pounds. I tend to carry my weight a little more in my hips than I do in my belly, but and so I tend to like a more relaxed fit in a pair of pants. So, and these are the 2XLs. I would actually say they're probably a little bit big. So without even really stretching them, the sleeves are definitely a little bit long. I don't know if that's a problem for me, but when I bring the sleeves up, a little bit wrinkly. I don't necessarily want them to be kind of tight and compressing me, but so it may be that this is the Wordies, but they may run more true to fit in that I normally would have done an XL, and these are 2XLs, based on some of the reviews that said they ran small, but that's not clear to me that they do. I mean, they're quite comfortable around the belly and through the chest. Say the arms are a little long, maybe even a little bit loose, but they just barely fit. And then, the hips actually fit pretty comfortable. The wide band is nice. Plenty of space if you're sitting on a motorcycle, so that's pretty comfortable. One thing you may notice is the legs, similarly, are quite a bit too long. I had to fold them up, in order to not have a bunch of wrinkles piled up. So similarly, if I folded the sleeves up, not to have a bunch of wrinkles in the sleeve, probably the sleeves are 2 or 3 inches too long, and the legs are a good 4 or 5 inches too long. But they are comfortable, at least across the hips where I need the space. I would say that, I'd say right now the Wordies are they're kind of a winner. Very comfortable. They don't feel like they're overly compressing me. The wide band is nice. I am wearing a pair of synthetic briefs under them right now as I'm trying them on, and that total combination feels pretty good. So I'd say right now, and I think these will slide easily under a pair of motorcycle riding pants, right? Some armored pants. So I'd say these are probably a winner. So, and they do feel very good on the inside. It is definitely a brushed material on the inside compared to the outside. Got a decent stretch to it. So and the Thermajohns and the Wordies are within $1 or $2 of each other. So first impressions are that the Wordies are a comfortable fit. They do seem to be a decent relaxed fit, and like I said, laying them on the bed, the cut looked to be a bit more of a relaxed fit. So what we'll do then is we'll switch over to the Thermajohns. All right, here we are in the Thermajohns. Now, first thing we notice is that similar to the Wordies, if I want to pull all the wrinkles out of the sleeves and the leg, they're definitely a little long for my arms and legs. Like I said, I'm about 5'11", and these are 2XLs, so we probably got a couple inches of extra length in the sleeves, and similar to the Wordies, maybe a little less, but 3 or 4 inches of extra length in the legs. So to get them big enough, they are going to be a little bit long. The fit is definitely tighter, more skin tight than the Wordies. So this might be what people were saying on the Amazon reviews, that the Thermajohns tend to run a little on the tight side. I don't think I'd want these any smaller. So these are 2XLs. And like I said, I'm 5'11", 225. Carry my weight a lot in my hips, and so these, yeah, I would say they're comfortable because they're just a very thin, soft material. But yeah, that's probably as small as I'd want them. So I mean, and they're okay. I think they'd be comfortable, but and plenty of ability to move, right? So you're riding in you got your riding pants on, riding your motorcycle all day. I think they're going to be plenty comfortable, but yeah, we don't want to get any smaller. So definitely in the Thermajohns, when they say they tend to the smaller side, I think I have to agree with that, and I would get the Thermajohns in, maybe a size up from what your normal size would be, because normally I would wear a 38 pant, depending, it depends on the pants or the shorts that I'm wearing. So somewhere in a 38, 40, and depends. So these are this is in the 40-42 size, and like I said, I wouldn't get them any smaller in the Thermajohns. They're definitely comfortable and would fit nicely under a jacket or a secondary layer, warming layer. So, I think they're good. They feel good, nice stretch, comfortable. So I'd say that the Wordies probably run a little bit more true size, and these Thermajohns might run a little bit small. Okay. Well, so this is how they fit, the Thermajohns. Like I said, the band is different. The Wordy band is a little bit wider. If you either like or don't like that. This band is definitely a little narrower, but it's not overly tight, so I'm not really concerned about cutting in. But it definitely is a smaller band, and so I think right now, if I could only buy one, I'd probably go with the Wordies, just because they're a little bit looser. I think maybe the band might be just a little bit more comfortable, but I think that definitely is a personal preference. You have to get them and see what you think. And I think the Wordies are, they're definitely wider in the hips, and for me, that's a benefit. So, kind of depending on how you're built. If you're a little more straight built, then these Thermajohns probably would be a better fit if you had a more straight build, because they look to be a slimmer or a more regular cut than the Wordies. The Wordies look to be a little more of a relaxed cut. And so if you don't want them loose, the Thermajohns might be the right fit if you're a regular cut. And then for the top, I'd say the tops are pretty comparable. The Thermajohn does feel maybe just a tiny bit smaller, maybe a little less slack, but there's still wrinkles and a little bit of slack in the sleeves. So I would say the tops are very similar. Can't really tell a big difference in them. You can see a little bit of slack in it. But I'd say for the bottoms, the Wordies are going to have a more relaxed fit, and Thermajohns more of a regular fit. But I mean, they both look to be very comfortable. I think both of them would be a good product to wear under your riding pants. And we'll take them out over the next week or so and give them a try, and then I'll update the video. But for starters, for a try-on test, I'd say either one is likely to be, a good product. They seem to be reasonably well made. I don't notice any problem with stitching on either one as I've been trying them on, looking them over a little bit. So I think for a very similar price, it's just going to come down to how your body's built and whether you think you want a little bit more of a relaxed fit, in which case I'd go with the Wordies, or if you want more of a regular fit, I'd probably go with the Thermajohns. All right, well, I hope that was helpful, and we'll get back to you after we put some miles on them.
I'm back and I wanted to give a quick update. Ended up going on a ride up into the Rocky Mountain area near the north central part of Colorado. You can see in some of the images a little bit of snow behind me. The nights were in the high 30s to low 40s. The days were in the 50s and 60s. We rode for a couple of days, maybe put on 350 miles. And I'm happy to report that either one of these pairs of thermal underwear would be a good fit. They slid around easily underneath my riding pants and vest. They were comfortable the entire time. I didn't feel constrained or compressed. I think that my opinion that the Wordies, a little bit of a more relaxed fit, Thermajohn's a little bit more of a regular fit, turned out to be accurate. But the truth is that both of the thermal underwears have enough give in them, enough motion in them that they would be a comfortable fit. So I would say that either one would be a winner. I think you'd be happy with either one. I only got to wear each of them for about a day or so, but got to be able to put 100 plus miles on each one, a few hours of riding, and some on road, some off road, a little bit of time at night around the fire, and really enjoyed both of them. So I think either one would be a winner for you. All right. Once again, hope this was useful for you. And if this is something you're interested in picking up, there are some affiliate links below. All right. Thank you.